Welcome back to Give Me Five with Jones and Eli. Eli.
Yeah.
Wine or beer?
Such a tough one. Such a tough one. I feel like I have to pick between my children.
Sophie's choice.
Yeah, quite literally. I love wine. Love red wine, especially. We have some champagne over there, actually.
Fantastic.
But I'm going to pick beer. It has to be beer. There's way more variety. Very versatile. There's so many great times when you could drink beer when it's like just a beautiful moment. Shower beers, Jones.
Test beers.
Test beers.
Right, during the test.
You open beers during the test? Yeah, I mean, that's can't say I've tried it myself, but it seems fun. It's got to be beer, though. At the end of the day, it's got to be beer.
Yep. I'm going to go wine. A couple years ago, you definitely would have caught me saying beer. It's the quintessential drink of college, quintessential drink of frat life, I think. But you get to a point in life where you're just a little more refined, Eli.
God. Don't give me that. Don't give me
you
that.
want to sit down. You want to have the health benefits. A glass of wine a day keeps the doctor away, as many great philosophers, including, I think, Socrates, have said. And I just like to sit down at dinner, split a bottle with some of my buddies over some nice pasta. There's not a better feeling in the world. And I like the way wine makes you feel. Being wonk is better than being drunk.
Wonk?
Wonk. Wine drunk.
That's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
Wonk?
You've been missing out on life, my friend.
I mean, being wine drunk is a thing, but you can't say the word wonk.
Wonk is fully a thing. This is like a basketball fan not saying LeBron's not a thing. Like, I don't understand. Wonk is one of the best.
In what world? What country?
The United States of America.
That's stupid. The United States of America needs to fix their slang if they could say with the word wonk.
Wonk is very viable.
Should we get producer Owen look it up? Producer Owen, look it up, please. We're gonna have the answer for you in a second.
Check on wonk,
but there's no way. I mean, well, being wine drunk is a good feeling. It's a different feeling than being beer drunk. But my point is that beer, and if you're gonna be with a maturity argument, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. You cannot say, "Oh, I'm more refined. I'm more mature because I drink wine." No, you're not.
No.
Beer is the people's drink, right? You're out there in the fields all day, working hard, grinding. Putting in a shift at the farm, working wherever you are. Like, you come home, nobody's like, wow, let me get a nice cold glass of wine. Somebody can come home and crack open a nice cold beer.
Anybody could crack open a cold glass of wine. Owen's denying this.
Producer Owen says wonk is not a thing. So you've been misled us.
I mean, again, it fully is a thing. I'm just saying. But it's fine.
Google says otherwise.
Right. But anyway. You come home after a long day. Have a glass of wine. You got red, you got white, you got rosé. You got all these kind of variations.
That's three.
Dude, name 3 variations of beer.
Dude, there's a million variations
Light beer,
of beer.
Guinness beer. Like, dude, you're just going to name a different brand of beer?
And each brand of beer is different.
And each brand of wine is different.
You have ale, you have lager, you have, dark beer, light beer.
Oh my gosh,
IPA,
dark beer and light beer?
Pills, you have so many
crazy.
kinds. You just named 3 kinds. There's 3 different kinds of wine. First of all, let's be honest. Is there a huge difference between red and white wine? I'm not a sommelier. Like, if I was,
yes, there's a
I could tell you all the shit. Like, this is from California, aged 6 weeks.
There's a huge difference between red and white. It's not even
really.
close.
But not really. And are you really out there just drinking rosé on the daily?
Yeah.
Really?
Of course. In the summer.
On the daily.
It's a summertime drink. On the daily. I'm not drinking anything on the daily.
Well, you could be drinking beer.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Well, good. Good for you.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Kind of.
I mean, addiction sucks, but
No, it's not like a stigma to be an alcoholic, but it's like there is kind of something wrong with it.
No, I don't think there is.
Really? So you're encouraging the people out there to be an alcoholic?
I'm not encouraging it, but I don't think it's anyone's fault.
No, I'm not saying there's anything. It's not your fault. But to say that there's nothing wrong with being an alcoholic is ignoring the issue. Just like saying there's.
I think the thing about alcohol that's crazy is, and we're not going to get into the whole legalization of stuff.
Let's do it.
No, we're not going to do that. But it is definitely a drug, alcohol.
Sure. So is caffeine.
Right. Caffeine is the most addictive. I remember this. I have this vivid memory from my 7th grade health class.
Should we ban caffeine?
No, not even that. But somebody was like, "What's the most addictive?" Or our health teacher was like, "What's the most addictive drug in the world?" It was like, "Oh, heroin, cocaine, whatever." And they're like, "No, it's caffeine."
I remember. I was probably in that class.
I don't think you were.
Yeah, this was back in the days where we did attend the same school.
This is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, caffeine. I mean, I hate caffeine. We've gone over this. Dude, it has to be beer. It has to be beer because think about the feel. Again, I'm gonna go back to the same. It's just about.
You're beating a dead horse at this point.
I like beating the dead horse. It's dead, but I want to keep beating it.
Why would you keep beating
Jones,
it?
it's a relatability thing. It was already
killed. Is this like a Godfather type thing?
A little bit.
Like you're just putting a dead horse in my bed?
A little bit.
Because you're talking to deaf ears right now.
I mean, in the Godfather, they do drink wine, but they drink. It's a different kind of wine.
It's Godfather wine?
Well, it's
it's beer wine.
It's like, Paulie, bring me more wine.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I believe I'm with Marlon Brando right
No,
now.
I'm Clemenza.
Oh, then it wasn't that good.
No, it was pretty good.
No.
It's a great movie.
It is. Yeah.
We should do a Godfather podcast where we just become the Godfather.
Well, I know there's perhaps a Godfather sketch in the works. I'm waiting for that one.
It's coming soon.
Yeah. But give me my glass of wine all day. This has been Give Me Five with Jones and Eli. Reminder to follow us on Instagram and TikTok for a chance to suggest our next pod topic. Eli, thanks for talking.
Always a pleasure, Jones. Talk to you soon.